All right, welcome back to Creative Endz. If you're just now tuning in, we have a great topic. Keep it moving. All right, so I have Fancy's gonna bring us in.
Okay. Good afternoon, everyone. Again, T saying, as we said, we're going to talk about keeping it moving. And I know many of you are out there saying, well, I wonder what she means by that. Keeping it moving. Well, it means a lot. But for me personally, and Gifted Sister and T Sing are also going to talk about how they're going to keep things moving as well. But for me, when I think of that, I've gone through so many things, over the past few years, and so many people, they come to me and they send me Facebook messages and say, with all that you've been through, how can you still be standing? Why do you still look so happy all the time? Or why do you still look like, everything is going good?
How do you look so good?
How do you look so good?
Yeah.
And I want to say, because I do, but I don't. I just I just say, it's some of these things, if you either have to learn from them and work with them, and it'll hold you down, or you've got to find a way to keep it moving.
Right.
Now, I'm starting an empowerment group. It's called Keeping It Moving, LLC.
Okay.
And it is for women. It's a women's empowerment group, and it is going to be for women that have gone through different things in their life, whether they weren't able to move on from a relationship, a job, financial burdens, credit situations, criminal situations, things that we've been burdened by, and we just have been stuck in that situation.
Right.
And we've chosen to allow what has happened to us to define us and keep us still.
Keep it steady.
If you don't keep it moving, you're going to stay there, and you're going to stuck, and you're going to be feeling sorry for yourself, and you're going to be the only one feeling sorry for you.
Yeah.
People will be there, and they will support you to a certain degree,
Right.
but after a while, you
Because they got things to do too.
They got their
Right.
own darn problems.
Exactly.
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 Keep it moving. I'm glad when you talked to me earlier about, let's talk about that. It reminds me so much what I do in the field I am with my business, and talk to so many people. Some people I try to share the opportunity about financial freedom, and some people are just some people are closed-minded.
Yes.
Some people but you can't, as a person, if you know what you have, you can't focus on the no's that you get. You can't give the people that telling you no, or people saying, nah, that's a scam, that won't work. If you devote energy on that, then you won't be moving.
No.
You're gonna get stuck.
There's always going to be people out there with negative.
Right. You gotta have the next mentality. All right, next.
It's not for you, then move on to the next person.
Exactly.
Right.
I feel exactly what you're saying. I was, for those of you that know, I'm a teacher assistant for CMS. And for years now, I sell my artwork and I sell my books, and I'm doing really great in it. And I get a lot of, different speaking events that go out and talk to children or do art with children. But in the back of my mind, there was something always missing, and that was me getting my associate's in fine arts degree. So when I decided to go back to school to finish this degree, and found out that I had just 4 art classes left. The great thing about that is I only had 4 art classes left.
Absolutely.
The bad thing about that is I have 4 art classes left. And what I mean is art classes are studio classes. These are 3-hour long classes. And I work during the day.
Yes.
I didn't just graduate from high school. I got bills to pay and things to take care of. So I found myself in a situation where, as long as I've been a career student for a long time, and I saw the light at the end of the tunnel, like, I'm about to do this. I'm about to actually get this degree. And then the schedule wasn't there for me. We have classes at 9 in the morning, 12 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, that can't work.
Yeah.
And I had to sit down, I had to pray about it, and of course I had to come to my husband and my family and sit down and go, you know what, this is my dream, this is what I need to do. What do I do? And part of me was like, I've been a teacher assistant for 10 years. Teacher assistant, we don't make a lot of money, but I love what I do.
Right.
I love the kids that I work with. I love being there. I love doing it. But I had to make a decision.
Right.
I need these classes.
Right.
And when you brought up the topic, keep it moving, perfect for my situation, because guess what? As much as I love doing what I do, I have to look at the light at the end of the tunnel. I have to look at the big picture.
That's right.
My goal and what I need to do for myself. And I kept it moving, which meant that I have to go into a different direction to finish my art degree so I can become a successful art teacher. So keep it moving is a perfect topic for today, Miss Fancy.
That is just wonderful. You're going to do absolutely fantastic.
Thank you.
have all of my
Thank
support.
you. Thank you so
Thank
much.
you. Yeah, and like we keep it moving. It has to do with distractions. And I made a post on Facebook, and I was on a conference call with my mentor. He was saying that you got to get rid of all the distractions.
Mm-hmm.
All right, you know, whether it be no matter who the distraction is, do not let the distractions overweigh what you're trying to do.
Right.
That's right.
So many people do that. They let the distractions overweigh what they're trying to do. And I work with people. I have some people on my team. Sometimes they're like, you know, they'll tell me I'm been distracted. I got this and that. When you're focused on a goal, you're trying to build something. Like I say, with this, you're trying to build a business or create wealth for your family and create a legacy. You cannot use this. You cannot be distracted.
You got to be a
You can't have, you know, the kids might distract. Your own kids might come up with some foolishness. You cannot let the kids, your own kids with foolishness,
You got to
distract
be
you.
the picture.
You got to let them handle them. You got to keep moving. Do
Right.
not let them get off your track.
Right.
You can't let your spouse get you off track. You can't let your family members get you distracted with some foolishness.
You got to keep it moving.
You got to keep it moving.
Gotta keep
You
it
can't.
moving.
And I have some people who work with me. They say, no, I can't come to train. I got to do this and that.
It's always
I
gonna be something.
No,
Yeah.
you can't. You know. I love the Lord. I go to church, but you can't go there when you're trying to build a business, build something. You can't go to every church function and think you're gonna do what you need to do.
Right.
Right.
You can't go to every.
It's about sacrifice.
Yeah, sacrifice.
It's
Yeah.
about
Yeah.
sacrifice.
Yes. Yes.
Because I don't think I know anyone that have started a business or something that they really was passionate about and not have some type of sacrifice. Whether it's leaving your friends behind, you've had for years,
Right.
or it's about staying up late or putting in extra hours here, or you're not shopping as much or not eating out as much. Everything, it's about sacrifice. If you
Right.
want it and you need it and you know you deserve it, it's going to have to be about sacrifice. And that's where those distractions,
Right. And another
sometimes it's
thing.
going to be tossed on you.
Right. My mentor say, when you start something new, you have a 24-hour box already set up. When you start this new venture, he said, you're gonna have to something's gonna have to come out that box. Whether it be some time gonna have to be cut from that thing that just in some things in the box, or you're gonna have to eliminate something altogether out that box. He said when he started building his business, he decided to go in business for himself. And he was like in his 30 years old. And he's in his 50s now. He said he used to love to go to happy hour. He loved to have to go to work. He go to happy hour,
Work hard.
get his drink, whatever. But he said in order for him to build what he wanted to build,
To cut out
he
happy
cut
hour.
out happy hour.
Right.
Yeah.
And when he did that, so the time he was spending at happy hour, he used all that time for his business. And it took him, I mean, he's a multi-millionaire. It took him to the next level. But he had to, by him cutting out that happy hour and focusing, devoting it to his business, it took him to that next level.
When I also think about keeping it moving, I also think about not just the business aspects of it, but I think about all the personal things that we have going on in our life. It's so easy for me to say to a victim of a crime or something that I haven't gone through to get over it.
Right.
Get over it.
Right.
I mean, you never want to talk to someone. You don't never want to put it out there like that. But you have to keep it moving. Because we all have something.
Right.
We all
Right.
have something. And, we have to learn from it. We have to encourage others, encourage ourselves. And we just, like you said, we have to keep it moving.
And then, it's a good lead in what you were just saying about we've all gone through something. There's probably a lot of us out here today that's going through something, some kind of tragedy that has us in bondage. And you talked about, things crimes that may have happened. And it's like a light bulb that went off. And the keeping it moving, I've been doing it for a long time. But it was really as of yesterday morning.
Okay.
I think, if you guys have been following us, I've had a show, I talked a little bit about my son, losing him in the community. Well, anyway, I thought 1 week ago that I was going to get closure to what happened to him.
Right.
I went in to meet with folks to say, well, how are we going to punish this person that did this to my child? Well, guess what? I came out with a dismissal of the charges. Well, I went home that night and I wasn't that happy with it. So I met again just to have one more talk with the DA and all the other people involved. And I left, honestly, when I left, he pulled me to the side and he said, "You didn't cry. You didn't break down." I said, "I've done so much of that already.
Wow.
What you've told me, I already know. I know what I have to do. But as of this day, I'm keeping it moving. I'm going to still do what I
Wow.
need to do, but I'm going to keep it moving.
Wow.
And if I can keep it moving off of something like that,
Exactly.
each and every
Such a
one of
track,
us can."
Yeah,
Right.
exactly. Wow, Miss Fancy.
Yeah, that's definitely it. You know, the loss of a child and a child being murdered, and the person you just get to walk free, taking a life. And, that's
Yeah, so it's, I'm smiling and I know what I have to do. But I did win myself as a mentor for the homicide support group because they really wanted me to be a part of, what's going on and
Right.
talking to victims and
Right.
and helping people to understand that it doesn't always have to be something to take us all the way down. We
Right.
really do have to find ways of just keeping it
Keeping
moving.
it moving.
Yes.
Oh, that's
Right.
great, Miss Fancy. Yeah, I
Right.
wish you luck in this venture. I think
Oh, yeah.
I think it's gonna be great, and I think
Oh,
it's gonna
yeah.
be great to do something like
Oh,
that.
I'm ready for it. So,
Yeah.
and with you,
Forward.
keeping it moving in your business, I'm so happy you're making
Thank
your
you.
decision. You're going to be
Thank
great.
you.
That's why you've got the name Gifted Sister.
Thank you. Thank
Yes,
you.
yes.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah, definitely, folks. Definitely, like I say, no matter what's going on in your life, you don't let anything. If it's not for your good, your best interest, and if it's holding you back from getting to the next level that you got in your mind, you're trying to get to,
Let it go.
let it go.
Yes. Yes. It's going to work
Keep it
itself
moving.
And you're right. It
Exactly.
will.
out. It'll work
Right.
itself out.
You're right.
And maybe, like I say, get an accountability partner. That's what you need to help you out. 'Cause I know it's easier said than done. I know it's probably saying, okay, yeah, it's easy for him to say, keep it moving. It might be, I understand that. It might be tough. But if you know you're going to struggle, find somebody that's accountable for you. Get an accountability partner so they can check with you on how y'all guys want to work it out. It would be like a day-to-day basis. It might be week to week.
That's a good
They check
thought.
it,
Yeah.
they check in on you, and then make sure you're doing what you're supposed to do.
Yeah, and
Make sure you
don't-
are keeping it moving.
Don't look at this as you needing. Don't look at yourself as a person that's weak and not strong, because I
Right.
think a lot of people so many times have this front that they have to be so strong,
Yes.
and especially people in our community, we have to be so strong. We have to do this and we have to do this and we have to do it right. We have to do all the raising of the kids. We have to do this. We have to be the ones that put this and this and this. But you know what? It wears you down.
Yes.
It wears you down so much. So if you for people who do have support out there, that's a beautiful thing. But sometimes people have the support and don't utilize it.
Right.
Sometimes you have people that are there for you, and I don't know if you may have trust issues or what the problem is, but sometimes there are people out there that help you through different things, and you're not utilizing the people around you. Or, like you said, you may not have the right people around you.
That's
Well, guess what? Get those people out your way
Right.
so the right people can come to you.
That's right.
Get them out your way.
Right.
Yeah.
Definitely. All right, guys. It's been a great show today. All right. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. Been inspired by it so far. Okay. We're gonna take a quick break, and we'll be back with Creative Ends.
I like that.